Hey everybody, what's up? Rousefamily5 here. So I thought I would do a quick video. I'm doing some conversion. I'm moving from these ACD incandescent, I shouldn't say AC, yeah, but they're kind of like AC incandescent floods over to my new, ta-da, 10-watt LED floods. Man, I can do everything with those things, from color wash and some other amazing effects. I bought this kit. It was $248 on Lightorama, and it came with 8 of these floods. And I thought that it had its own controller already pre-assembled in a box. However, when I opened it the other day, it did not. It had the 8 floods in there and this amazing item here, which is my CMB 24D DMX controller. So I have to assemble it and put it together. Well, that's okay. I can figure it out. No big deal. I already had, and I think I have 5 of these, multiples of the same type of a controller, but this is from a different vendor. So I said, well, I'm going to just take everything out of the other controller that I have here, and I'll just place this one into the new controller. Sounds simple. I don't think it'll be a challenge. So this is what it looked like before. I got a power supply and I have a control board. Essentially, I'm going to follow the same process or pattern that this one has and do the same thing here. Again, my power and then my power out for the board. The board essentially will just go into the box here, like that. I'll make sure that I run all of my cables from my flood into the box, and then screw everything down, and then run the firmware, put it in on a channel, a circuit within the show, and it should run just fine. I don't fear having any challenges with that. And then also, which came in a couple of weeks ago, has been what is this? October the 10th are my ta-da, my pixels. I have one of these that is just open. This one. Sorry for the noise. My pixels arrived for my matrix. I got these from Raywu. I think they were like $9.50 for a set of 100. And it's a little longer than I wanted. So this is going to go to my new matrix that I'm building, and it's already written in the program. I've started programming about July. I'm about done. I've gotten 6 of the songs of the 10 done. I'm on the last 3 or 4 of them, and I'm excited. So I have no challenges there. I do have somewhere in here a Pixie 16 that I haven't used ever, and up here somewhere is that Pixie 16. I'm thinking it's up here in the back, or it's in one of these boxes here. So these are my incandescent controllers, 16 channels. They run spinners and they run the incandescent floods and things of that nature. And then all of my smart pixel items are here, and then on this side are my dumb controllers here. So I've got my RJ45s, and everything's labeled so I can get right to it when I need it. And even here I have more controllers. These are smart controllers. They're from Holiday Core. I bought those about 3 years ago and still haven't used them. Those are specifically for Ethernet, E31.1 or E1.31, slow down. And once I get into the Ethernet world, those will just give me more room to grow. These are pretty interesting. They're for tomatoes or flowers. And I went to the local home improvement store and got some of those too to start. And these are going to be trees. They're going to go out in front, and if you've seen my display before, you know I have 4 bushes out under the garage window, and that's where those will go. So they essentially are replacing these arms I built last year. They work really well, but the incandescents, they just pull a lot of power, and they slow down my show, whereas all of my pixels, they're a lot faster. Next year I'm going to get rid of these leaping arches. They'll go away, and then also my intent is to get rid of the spinners. I was looking to do the spinners first, and when I was playing around with the show, building the show, I put in the prop for spinner. I was not happy with how they were, the options. in order to make them look amazing. So it's okay. Next, I'll do that next year. No big deal there. So I got my 800. Those are W2811s for my matrix that I have to build. I got plenty of PVC to build that. I still need to get some type of a pixel matrix net or something so I can plug in my pixels. I got enough controllers. I have everything I need. So again, today's mission is I have stripped down one of my multiple dumb node boxes because the new CMB24D DMX did not come in its own box. I think it should take me maybe 15-20 minutes to switch that all over. These will go away, and then I will only use those there. I'm really excited. I've already have them programmed into the show. So with that, I do want you to get a quick sneak peek to see, well, what is he working on. Okay, so I got this show loading. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. And I just want you to have an idea of what is I'm trying to replace. So as I said before, the show is, I left my mouse on the other table, and what this is showing me that Lightorama already has a second release of an update. I upgraded to a 5.5. Now it's a 5.5.6 release, so I'll have to read what are the changes. And if you can't tell, I upgraded from the S4 that I was running to the S5, and I absolutely love it. I spent a lot of time after Christmas learning X-Lights, and then I watched a tutorial on the S5 and just fell in love with it. So, and ironically, some of the display elements in X-Lights is actually in Lightorama. So I said, you know what, I'm going to stay on the legacy platform and continue that. So my show's loading. I want you to see what I'm replacing, what I'm doing, and I'll only run the first little bit of it because I know it's going to copyright yell at me. So maybe I should mute. There we go. Show's loading. Love the new S5. Guys, if you haven't upgraded from an S3 to S4 to S5 Pro Series, you got to do it. I mean, no longer is the sequence editor separate from the pixel editor. Everything's in one. I mean, it's just, it's on one platform, and it's amazing. I'm going to try and jump over here, if I can keep the camera steady. And also, I should say, as I do this, my condolences goes out to anyone who has lost loved ones to the COVID. We have not been stricken by it by the grace of God, and a few people at work have come down with it, and their family members and loved ones. So our condolences and our thoughts and prayers are with anyone. So my show this year is kind of the upbeat to take everyone's mind off of COVID, if you will. Let's go into playback, and I'll show you what I'm replacing. Don't know how well you'll be able to see this. So in here, there used to be bushes last year. Well, now those trees are there. Right there. Those are new. And then back here are my LED, the 10-watt fuzz I've just purchased. And there's my matrix. Alright. Okay, so that's a lot to show. I just want to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. I did order some other controllers. Yep, I'm always ordering controllers. Those came in, same thing. These are definitely a DMX controller for dumb nodes. I have an idea of how I'll use those. I initially thought I was going to do those with Pixel Matrix, and I said no, that's not going to work after I did some preliminary programming. So that's it. I mean, it's been almost 10 minutes. Again, I'm going to build a box, put my controller in it, hook up the 8s. They're already programmed into the show, and I think that's it. I don't think I missed anything. So I appreciate you. And bottom line, as always, everybody, again, my condolences go out to any family or your loved ones that you may now be missing due to the coronavirus. I hope you also are staying safe. I do have a bit of cabin fever. I just go to work, gas station, grocery store, and I'm home, and I wear a mask everywhere I go. So mask up. Let's do the right thing out there. And as always, like and subscribe, and peace. I'll see you in a bit.